Oh, g'day, Finru here. How you doing? Welcome along. Should be a nice clean glass here. And what would I need to sample one of Roy's subscribers? And if you had a look on Tube Dino's um, website on his YouTube channel yesterday, I think it was yesterday or Sunday, it might have been. Yep, yesterday. And so we have I think a very special style of beer here to try from Roy. So what it is a foreign export stout, and it's kind of I've got a book here, Premium Beer Drinker's Guide, which my son gave to me on my Father's Day many years ago. When did he give it to me? 2005, a long time ago now. The Dragon Stout is your typical foreign export stout, according to this book. So that was my go-to when I thought about, okay, so this is a foreign export stout, Caribbean, early 1800s. We're talking pirates and all that sort of skullduggery. So the Dragon Stout, I think, was made from Guinness, was 7%, and Roy's one here is coming in at 7.2%. So he's right on the money there. What he's got in his recipe is he's got 7% flake barley, 7%, and I like this. What did that? Oh, sorry, my mistake. 72% ale malt, 7% flake barley, 7% medium crystal, 4% dark crystal, 4% light crystal, chocolate, sorry, and 4% roasted barley, and finishing it off with 2% black malt. And that's a fairly comprehensive malt bill, but you'd expect that with a stout. I'm not sure if I've had a foreign export stout before. I know I have in the past had some Guinness stouts that were nothing like the Guinness, your typical Guinness. I found them to be quite harsh, quite astringent, and quite bitter, and that may be the beauty of them. So he's also put in Brambling Cross, 45 grams at 60 minutes. Fuggles, 45 grams at 60 minutes as well, so that's bittering, and some more Brambling Cross at 20 grams at 10 minutes. So that's quite a nice little addition there. So let's have a look what we've got. Here's the bottle, and thanks, Roy. Roy's been all over the world. He has been travelling all over the world. So let's have a wee crack at this. And I really appreciate it, mate. I really do. A nice hiss. And I haven't worried too much about stirring up the sediment at the bottom. Dino gave it a great review, and he kept it clear. So I'm just going to... I was actually going to shake the bottle up, but it's to do a different review. But I'm going to go straight, as I always do with all my beers. I go straight in. Now, I will have to say at this point, watching Dino's review, and also from what Roy told me about his beer, is lightly carbed. Now, it's a very interesting point that we come across here that I think you guys will have noticed. High carbonation doesn't mean good head retention. Good head retention on a beer comes from proteins. Sure, if you have a beer that is, let's say, undercarbed or not carbed at all, it's going to be flat. So you're not going to get that bubbling, that head. But the thing is that I've made beers that are really undercarbed, and with a lot of protein in them. I tell you what, the head, look at the head retention on that. I mean, that is, got a lot of wind here in Christchurch. Nor'westers coming across from the coast, from Australia. They're pissed off about losing to Wales, and so they're throwing all their freaking hot air over here. That's what's going on there. 40-6. Australia lost to Wales at the World Cup rugby. 40-6. What a spanking. I'm getting a funny smell there, and I'm not sure what it is. It's probably the glass. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, some lovely sweetness coming off there. Sorry about that. I always say it how it is. Coming off the glass, there was a bit of... it's beautiful. It is really, really beautiful. How can I smell? I'm not sure. Oh, yes, there's obviously chocolate there, and there is slight coffee roast. I'm trying to find things different than what Dino found, because I just want, look at the head retention on it. That's the perfect thing about a beer like this. A well-brewed beer is that head retention. Look at it. It's absolutely fabulous. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's... what do I say? So, I mean, that is a well-brewed beer. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's a funny thing about beer. You know, when you taste a beer... Dino said he could feel a slight alcohol warming. I don't get it at all. We're all different. It's hard for me to talk because that is a well-brewed beer, in my opinion, that needs to be just pondered on. Seriously, it's like there's nothing going on. You go, well, I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, I don't know. This is really, really, wow. And I'm still picking up a funny aroma on the nose. I have to say. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. And I don't know what it is. The flavour and the taste is exceptional. And the brewing is wonderful. What am I picking up on the nose that I'm not... Oh, here we go. Do you remember? Okay, here we go. I love it when this happens. It's funny, you know, think, oh, there's something wrong there. But then what happens is you realise something, and this is the beauty of tasting beer. Do you remember, I think it was last week or the week before, I had a very, very strong beer, and it was raisin, really big on the raisin. It was, and this is like a small raisin. This has got a little bit of that going on, but it's only a wee pinch of it going on, the raisin, but it's there, and it threw me. Oh definitely there's a slight raising going on there that I couldn't detect. I wasn't expecting it, and so I wondered what it was. Oh yeah, and that is wonderful. Jeez, that's wonderful. So you can see there that beers that are purposely undercarbed for their style, the amount of protein in the brew is going to give you that beautiful lacing. Look at that, that's wonderful. And it's a wonderful beer. So this is an export stout, is it? So I'm going to swirl this around here now because I'm going to get the yeast off the bottom. Baxter's here, he's come to see me. This is a magnificent beer. Thank you so much, Roy. And I'm gonna look at that creamy head. Okay, so there's an interesting thing. I'm getting none of that aroma that I had before out of the bottle, which is interesting. So it may be my glass. It may well have been my glass, which is... So what I did is I put it in some no rinse sanitizer to try and to get it really, really clean, which it is, as you can see. But I rinsed it out in the tap outside, so whether or not there was chlorine in the... Well, there is chlorine in the tap. I don't know. But I mean, it's not in the bottle. That smell that I had, but I think maybe a raisin. Well, maybe it's there. Yeah, there's raisin there, and that is wonderful. I love that raisin in these dark beers. It's just such a wonderful beer. Well done, man. Totally agree with you, Dino. He's made a wonderful, wonderful job of this beer. If that's an export stout, which obviously it is, I've been actually saving my the long necks, the Cooper's bottles, to do a strong beer and put them away. So I think, well, I'd be really keen to brew this beer and bottle condition them and put them away for a couple of years. So fabulous. So thank you very much for that. I've just had a thought. That is a beautiful beer, and as quite rightly as Tube Dino said, if he was to buy that in the shop, $9, $10, $11, $12, it's wonderful what home brewers are brewing now, and I'm feel so privileged that that boy sent me a bottle, and awesome that he sent one up there to Tube Dino's. Look at that, that's outstanding. Really, really outstanding beer. I want to brew that beer. I want to have that beer in my bottles. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to do a pail for a friend of mine who gave me some meat and some deer, and I much appreciated that. So I said I'd do him a whole batch of beer. I've just kept today my panic attack, the pale ale. Be quiet when Australians are still freaking. And mind you, 40 to 6. What a spanking! 4 more years, boys. 4 more years. So that's it from me. I think that's. I was going to talk about a record that arrived. I'll do some records on Homebrew Wednesday. I might do a Homebrew Wednesday in a couple of weeks. But anyway, I'm enjoying my home brewing. I feel like I'm back on the planet, and this here has really inspired me to make some stronger ales and put them aside and start seeing what can be done, because this is outstanding. Cheers. You take care. Cheers, Roy.